Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be putting together a home first aid kit, just kind of trying to reorganize all the stuff because right now it's kind of chaos and I just need it organized for my brain. But first, real quick, I want to share with you about Ozio Medical. Ozio Medical is an online company that puts together kits with antibiotics and medications for emergency use. So you may have heard of other companies similar to like Ozio Medical. Ozio Medical, I think, is a more affordable option. They have several kits to choose from. You fill out an online form and a doctor will review the form before your kit is mailed out, like if you have any allergies or medical conditions, so that you can just tuck it away somewhere in the case of an emergency or leave at a cabin that you may have, like a remote location, so that you're covered. And this isn't to take the place of, you know, your regular healthcare. This is just for emergencies. So you get various types of medications, antibiotics like doxycycline, amoxicillin, get stuff for tummy aches, all kinds. Now it says Jace on the bottles. Don't let that confuse you. They use the same pharmacy as the Ozio Medical. So you get various different medications so that you're all covered in the case of an emergency. So the thing about emergencies is they're emergencies. You don't know when they're gonna happen, but it's nice to just be prepared and to have things like an Ozio Medical kit tucked away in the event that you can't get to the doctors or you're on vacation or something and you're not able to find good medical care. So thank you to the folks at Ozio Medical for sending me the basic medical kit to share with you guys, and check them out. There is a link in the description down below. I'll also pin it in the comments, and if you use the code MGO10 you get a discount. So go ahead and check that out. Grab a kit, add it to your preps, and just forget about it until an emergency pops up, which hopefully doesn't happen, but you never know. Alright, on to the first aid kit. Alright, this is what I had been working out of for the last, I don't know, 13 years, I think. Which is hilarious. It worked at first when it was just 2 people. It was fine to just have a shoebox full of basic stuff, but yeah, that was, you know, 3 kids ago. So this is just a complete disaster. I mean, look at that. It's just chaos. Oh my word. Alright, so I got this storage box from Amazon. It's by Creative Options. This is their medium size, what do they call it? Oh, the rack system? I think they call it a rack system or something. But this is, so it's by Creative Options. It's the medium size. I wanted to get the large, which obviously is a little bit bigger than this. But I'm telling you what, I don't know if they just aren't making, well, I could not find a large anywhere except, like, I mean, I looked on eBay, Etsy. I scoured the internet to see if I could find a cheap used one of these first, because it was a little spendy. Geez, I don't know, I think it was, I want to say it was like 50, 60 bucks or something like that. I can't remember. I'll link it down below. So I couldn't find the large anywhere. And then I found their Creative Options website, which is out of the UK, and they had their large one, and it says, oh, now back in stock. So apparently it's a hot item and they sell out of it all the time is what it looks like, because I literally could not find it anywhere. Walmart, nowhere. Like I said, I spent too much time scouring the internet trying to find something, trying to find this used. And I also looked at other like tackle boxes and stuff, and I thought about going with one of those. They even have some that have more drawers and things. But what I liked about this one that I could not find in a different, like a different company or a different box, is the deep trays. So this one has 3 trays, or racks, whatever you want to call it. But look how deep they are. I forget the specific dimensions. Does it say? No. All right, well, it'll be in the product description anyway, but so these are pretty deep. These bottom two are the same size and they're really deep. And they come with those dividers just like a tackle box. And then this one is smaller. And then it also on the top has this big compartment. I'll bring you closer here, hang on. Has this nice deep compartment to put things into. So I could not find anything else that had the deep drawers that I wanted, plus the big compartment on the top. I mean, it feels pretty good quality. It's nice, thick, sturdy plastic. These buckles feel pretty good. I think it's gonna last a long time, barring anything foolish like the kids taking a baseball bat to it or something stupid. Oh, so when I found their large organizer on their UK website, they have two colors in these. Well, I say two colors. I've also seen like a green and purple one, but they don't seem to, I think that all they make now is like this soft blue and then a hot pink. So the large ones that they had back in stock on their website were hot pink, and I'm like, bleh. I didn't want the hot pink one. So I settled for the medium blue instead of the large hot pink. Plus at a price point, I figured, you know what, this is gonna be good enough. This will be good enough for our family. But if you have a large family, like, I mean, maybe some people think 5 in a family is large. I don't, because I grew up in a household of 10. So if like I were to go back in time and organize one of these for, you know, my family growing up, I probably would have gotten the big one. Let's pull out the stuff that I have to put in here and see if we can't organize it. I got out all the stuff that I have been collecting to organize in here, and I mean, I know all of this is not going to fit in there, but hopefully I can get a good variety of things at least, just to make it easier, so this can be kind of like just a all-in-one type thing. However, that being said, this is not going to be set up to be, this is just for basic first aid medications. This is not trauma care. That I keep separate. I could do a different video on that. If you guys like this video and you want to see the trauma kit video, then let me know down below. But this is just going to be the basic first aid and medication kit. So the first thing I'm going to do is take stuff out of the boxes and packaging so that it'll fit in here and we can organize it better. I'm going to keep like the smaller bottles in here, and I have a designated place for the larger bottles that are cheaper, like whatever, cheaper per count. I forget how they, but it's cheaper to buy the bigger bottles of medications over the long run. So I'm just going to keep the smaller ones in there and then refill them with the larger bottles. You don't have to go out and spend a gazillion dollars all in one shopping trip to get all this stuff. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but you definitely don't have to. A couple things here and there, like every grocery trip or whatever, if you pick up a few different things, then over time you'll have an assortment and you'll be able to put together a good kit that you can use, you know, over years. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff out of the boxes and packaging, and we will start organizing. Okay, this has been quite the project. So in the middle of organizing the first aid kit, I packed the kids up and took them to the lake with my sister, just so they could have a lake day, because I had promised them a lake day. So I'm a little bit later getting this filmed today than I wanted to. I just hope it posts quick. Okay, so let me bring you in and show you what I got. Okay, so first off, I kind of was kicking myself after I started getting elbow deep in this project that I kind of should have bought the bigger size, even if it was in pink. But I don't know, maybe someday if they ever come out with a large in the blue, I might get it. But I mean, I'm pretty tickled with how this turned out. I just wish I had just a little bit more room for different containers and stuff in there, but that being said, I am really pleased with this. So this I just printed off of Canva. You could use clip art or just, you know, if you want to stick something on the front. All right, we'll start with the top. Okay, so in the top here, now, like I said, this is not a trauma kit, but in the event that, you know, I'm ever digging around in here, helping somebody out, and I can't get any bleeding to stop, or it just turns out to be more of the injury has turned out to be more of an issue than we first thought, I can just grab some of this hemostatic gauze, throw it on, and go grab the trauma kit if need be. Hopefully we never use that. And then here in this clear pouch, I've got just some suckers. So once Sweetie finds out these are in here, every little scratch is probably going to be a dramatic event. But I just thought, you know, a kid takes a bad tumble and scrapes their knees all up, or does a major wipeout on their bike or something, you know, sucker might be nice to cheer them up a little. And these are Yum Earth Organic Pops, naturally flavored and no artificial dyes. I got these on Amazon too. I'll link everything in the description so that if you want to make your own and you want like the specific things that I'm using, you can find it. You don't have to use the links, obviously. I mean, most of the stuff you can find at like your local Walmart. I could not find this at Walmart. Couldn't find these at Walmart. So you get my drift. But okay, so and to stick these on, I just used some of this industrial strength Velcro. Holds up to 10 pounds. That way I didn't have to worry about anything falling off, and I close the lid, open it like 100 times, and I could just unzip and zip this shut with the, got a sucker stuck in there, with one hand, and it's not even close to falling off. So okay, and the top here, this is just a little cardboard box that I repurposed, and actually one of the bandage boxes that I emptied today, I taped a divider in here in this cardboard box that I reused. So here's just some gloves, and then I have this, just an index card divider here. On this side I have alcohol prep pads, and then on this side I have iodine. There we go. I've got shears, thermometer, Excedrin, ibuprofen, Tylenol. There are some disposable masks down there. I got some saline wound wash. And I don't know, I might maybe I'll add like a little thing of hand sanitizer or something. I probably would have thrown one in there. I couldn't find one, but alright, then these, take this down. Okay, so we have medications, bandages, and some more meds and skin stuff. So we'll start on the top. I used my mother's label maker here. I used to have one just like it, but I got rid of it because I hadn't used it in forever. So I just borrowed my mom's. So everything's labeled on the top, so it's just very easy to see what's in here and where to find things. Cold and flu, Oragel toothache, children's motion sickness, children's Advil, children's Tylenol, Pepto, children's allergy, UTI meds, antidiarrheal, and adult Pepto. So I will show you what I did. So when I opened the boxes, I just cut out the dosage cards and slid them right in there so that, you know, we know how much to take of whatever. So I just cut them out and I put them right in here with the medications. That way they don't get lost. And everything is right in there. Thankfully we don't use this kind of stuff very often. But when you want it, it's nice to have. Alright. We've got nice little finger grips on each of these boxes. Alright, we'll do meds and skin. I'll do this one-handed, this one's a little heavy. Alright, we have vitamin C packets, like if we feel like we're coming down with something. Sting relief swabs, Rolaids, adult allergy, cough drops, blisters, poison ivy, like a poison ivy scrub to get the oils off your skin, hydrocortisone, and lidocaine. Funny story about the poison ivy. I have, as much as I've been in the woods my entire life, I have never gotten poison ivy until I went to New Jersey on my grandparents' little lot in New Jersey, and it was a poison oak plant. That was a miserable summer, I can tell you that. I like these little blister packs because it comes with a little lidocaine patch that you put on, and then you put on this like protective bandage over it. So I thought that would be kind of nice to have. Put that in here. Alright, so in the bandages we have 2-inch rolled gauze, 2-inch wrap, like the self-adhesive wraps, 1-inch. We have paper tape, cloth tape, waterproof tape, cartoon bandages, 3x4 non-adherent gauze pads. We've got burn cream, triple antibiotic cream, waterproof bandages, and regular fabric bandages, just like the standard size ones. We have butterfly closures, knuckle and fingertip bandages, and large bandages here. So, yeah, I was kind of bummed I couldn't fit as much like gauze in here as I wanted, but I can always refill it. Got a bunch of these triple antibiotic ointments, and then this side is burn cream. These are all individually wrapped and sterile. And these I just folded in half to get them to go in there. I figured it'd be pretty safe with the 3x4. You could always cut them down if you need to. And then of course you're gonna have the little cartoon bandages, all different sizes. There's like Toy Story and I don't know, Kitty Cats and Paw Patrol or something. And then these large ones here. Charlene, she fell off the porch the other day and got some big scrapes on her legs, and I actually ended up having to use a couple of these big bandages. Yep, just some butterfly closures here. Fit in there. Waterproof bandages are in the back. And then the regular fabric ones are here in the front. And that's it. I'm telling you what. I feel like I've got enough, I have enough extra supplies, I think, on standby that I could open a little clinic, for crying out loud. Oh, shoot. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget, check out Ozio Medical. Make sure you've got, you know, what your family needs in the event of an emergency, and click the link below. Use the promo code MGO10 to get a discount. And thanks for watching. Hope this helps. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.